Want to add a splash of color in your home? One way to introduce color is through your floral arrangements. I have Jen here who's going to show us how easy it is to do that.
I love fresh flowers and I think they're great to have in a home, but I wanted to kind of talk about how you can add color and kind of be unique, and all of these would take probably less than 5 minutes to create. I created a few already for you, so I wanted to show kind of a casual look. And sunflowers, you get a good bang for your buck. They're big and they can really fill one of your vases, and that's another thing that's important to talk about is what you're going to put your flowers in. So, you know, I like to shop for my house and kind of see what I already have. So I pulled this and just went ahead and pulled some natural flowers. This was less than $10 to make.
And it's great color.
Yeah.
You know, especially now that it's the summertime, you want to add that splash of yellow.
Yeah, and yellow is a happy color and it goes in any space. So the other thing to remember is I'm using a solid vase with this one. So to make your flowers last longer, it's very important to change the water out probably every other day. It'll get really smelly and it'll have bacteria, so it's important. You can make them last a long time. Use either the florist provides you with the food for the flowers to make them last, or you can take a teaspoon of Clorox and mix it with your water. That'll also keep some of your bacteria away.
Okay, so how do you know how tall the flowers have to be?
With this one in particular, I just stood up the sunflowers next to it and cut the stems to the height that I wanted. So I've tied them up here at the top with just either using a rubber band or your ponytail. So I've kind of created a bouquet so they sit nice and high and they come out as
so
one
you don't
piece.
have to fuss with it all the time and fix it.
Easy. And when we're talking about color in your home, kind of go with your gut. In your home, put in there what you love to see. So this is something that I love also. This is an inexpensive vase that I had laying around. It's a different shape. I always hold on to ribbon, or if you're ever shopping and you find some cheap ribbon, that's great to have. Ribbon can go a long way with everything you're working with. And this one just sits in a shallow bit of water there. You'll always want to take off all the greenery on the bottom that sits in the water because it'll produce bacteria. It'll get
because it's like there, like it's just soaking.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
so
good
again,
to know.
you can make your flowers last longer if you take that extra step. And then this one, again, we talk about color. So this is very bright and fresh.
Pretty.
This one's more monochromatic, or if you're afraid of introducing a new color into your home, these are hydrangeas, and they're very full.
Right.
And they're, again, in a clear vase. I've cut them all at a 45-degree angle. And I just had something laying around the house, and I just stuck it on top of the bouquet. This one's really easy.
Okay.
This is just something I had in the kitchen. It's just a bowl. And I had fruit laying around. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to this. You don't need to fill it up completely. And then what I think I'm going to do is I've got a cup, you know, I've just got wildflowers here. Let's have some pink.
Like this roses here, okay. Like how short or tall do you leave the stems?
Well, sometimes you have to eyeball it for me, but I want to make sure that the stem gets into some of the water in this particular arrangement.
Okay, so talk to us about cutting a 45-degree angle.
It's important that it's a clean cut, that it doesn't break the branch, because otherwise then it won't soak up the water properly, it'll die faster. And this is this is so easy to do, it's cheap. If you just run to the store and see what you have in your house, you can just kind of fit them in there, and adds a ton of color to your table or your room or your space. Okay, now you have to do some.
Okay, so what do we do?
All right, so a lot of people get those fresh bouquets that people bring to them as a gift, and they're from, you know, from the retail store. I see so many people just stick them in a vase. They don't know what to do with them. Let's pull out a couple to start with. We usually want to start out with the taller ones. These are called lines. So these are kind of what holds the flowers in place. So you can kind of just decide what you want to clip. Pull out what you like here. You're doing a good job.
I know, but
you usually receive flowers. Here's another trick. If you want to pull these little mums out and the other ones. For small flowers, I think people shy away from the small ones. But what you can do is you can actually group them together in your bouquet.
Oh, okay. And then it actually looks like it's meant to be there. Like it is a bunch of flowers that were meant to be there.
You'll see it kind of come together. Look, and we just have a real loose and airy. And here's the fun thing I forgot to point out. This Lazy Susan allows you to design and kind of just spin it around and see if it looks good from every angle. Also, if you want your bouquets to last, don't put them on the kitchen table in the sun, because they will just wilt and go away. So I would say just have fun. Add some color. You can change the color out every week of what you want to do, and it's great to have fresh flowers in your house.
Now that Jen has inspired you to bring color into your home by using floral arrangements, why don't you try that? Go to your grocery store, grab some flowers, and try what I did. I'm Lenore Gonzalez, and thank you for watching Good Living by Design.